So I'm going to give recommendations to 3 analytic programs that I really think are must-haves in 2018. The first is an obvious one, everybody knows of it, but I can't stress it enough. Google Analytics. It's incredibly powerful and it acts as a really good baseline to measure any type of traffic, user behavior, or interest coming from different channels. You can easily set up goals, and if you're not too in tune to how to use Google Analytics, Google has a ton of free information on how you could read reports, on how you can set up your account. So I definitely think at baseline, start with Google Analytics because it's a great tool for measuring return on investment and measuring your objectives for the actual time of your marketing campaigns. The second tool has become quickly one of my favorite ones to use. I'd probably say you need about intermediate experience with analytic programs, and that's HotCharr. HotCharr effectively allows you to measure design of your website. So you can deploy heat maps and see where people are clicking and not clicking, where they're scrolling and not scrolling to. You can deploy actual recordings of users. So of course it keeps them anonymous, but what you can do is see how users are interacting with your site. And this gives you a lot of powerful insight because it just shows you how well your design is put together, how well your site architecture is, and just gives, again, a level of insight that you wouldn't be able to get unless you had been recording them. And then the last one I want to recommend is Optimizely, and that allows you to do A/B testing, otherwise known as multi-variable testing. So basically what that means is that on your website, you can test different variables, for instance, like a green button versus a red button, and then you could stack it up to users by setting them different variations. Now you're going to get different results based off of the variations that you put out, and then you can actually measure them and see what actions are actually taken by real users. And you can compare your control to what the actual variable is. And what you'll find is there'll be a percentage that's higher in one area. So let's say we're measuring conversions. So conversions of e-commerce, maybe a green button has 5% more conversions than a red button. So then you're going to know right away, okay, we should make a change to have all green buttons on our site. So that's just a quick example of how you can use Optimizely, but those 3 are incredibly powerful analytic programs, and I really think if you're not using them right now, that you should definitely download them. They all have trials or a free plan, and just see how you can integrate it within your marketing mix and make your marketing better and more data-driven for 2018. So if you have any experience with these programs, I'd definitely love to hear your comments in the section below. And if you have any other programs that I didn't talk about today, which I know are a lot, just share what those programs that you are using and what your experience has been with them. And of course, how it's applicable to business owners, to stakeholders within a company. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.